Okay, so how'd you do on your first quick pick? That's not much time, is it? We're going to go over the 5 problems now. So the first one, the first thing you should have noticed was the equal sign in the middle. And remember that equal always means the same as or the same value in math problems. So this side has to equal the same as this side. Do we know what this side equals? No, we don't, because we're missing a number. Can we figure out what this side equals? Yeah, we can. So 12 take away 2. 12, count back 2 numbers. 12, 11, 10. We know this side equals 10. So we have to come over here and figure out what number would have to go here to make this side equal 10. Well, we know in subtraction problems, we know we want it to equal 10, right? And we know the opposite of subtraction is addition. So what is 10 plus 5? 10 plus 5 is 15. So 15 take away 5 equals 10. So to make this side equal 10, this would have to be a 15. 15 take away 5 equals 10. Both of our sides now have the same value. So your answer for quick pick number 1 should have been C. Okay. Number 2, what is the value of the 1 in the number below? So it had a box and it had the number 125. Okay, now this is place value, boys and girls. Remember last year I drilled it into you that this was the ones place, this was the tens place, and what's this one? This one's the hundreds place. When it asks you for the value of the 1, it wants to know what that 1 means when it's in the hundreds place. Does it mean 1? Does it mean 100? Does it mean 1,000? Does it mean 20? Or does it mean 5? Well, if we have 100, there you go. It's 100 plus 25, 125. So the 1 is in the hundreds place. That makes it worth 100. So that one would have been C2. Number 3 says to use a ruler and draw a line 10 centimeters long. Well, that means you got to know which is centimeters and which is inches. On your rulers, it actually has the inches side labeled right there, the numbers that are farther apart. And if you flip it over to the little tiny numbers right next to each other, it says centimeters. Do you see that? So you would have had to lay your ruler on your paper, start at the 0 on the centimeter side, and draw a line that was 10 centimeters long. That one didn't have a A, B, C, D, or E. You just had to do it, didn't you? So apparently some of these don't. Number 4, Andre measured the length of his paper in inches. The sheet of paper was 8 inches long. If he measures the length of the paper in centimeters, will he need more than 8 centimeters or less than 8 centimeters? Okay, so the length of his paper is 8, never mind, my ruler moved, 8 inches long. Okay, so that's 8 inches long. Now, what they're asking you is if you measure that same line with centimeters, are you going to have more than 8 centimeters or less than 8 centimeters? Well, let's find the centimeter side with the little numbers and lay it up against that line. I'm going to get it real close so you can see, whoops, that it goes all the way up to 19 centimeters. Centimeters are smaller than inches, so when we measure things in centimeters, the numbers would be bigger. We would use more than 8 centimeters. So the answer was more than 8 centimeters. Okay. Number 5, there is a graph. Which answer choice shows the greatest number from the graph below? Well, greatest means what? Biggest, right? So when you look at the bars on the graph, which one had the biggest, greatest number? It would have been football with 423, which is C. So we had C, C, C. We had a line of 10 centimeters long, and then this one should have been more than 8 centimeters. And that, my friends, is your first Acaletics Quik.